And this is the Yiddish Vinkl, we should also say. So
Yeah. Yeah, well, the idea was, creating this like book space, or reading space, or with this Yiddish Vinkl, like this Yiddish, like there's no this Yiddish corner, but it's like, the idea was to create also like an Yiddish guide around it. So Tamara Gleason decided to make it like more cultural. So she decided to invite like people from mainly from the States to come here and perform like different Yiddish activities. So Shane Baker came, and Miriam Haye,
Siegel.
Yeah, Siegel. So with songs and performing, and just like theater, to make it more like alive, this part of Yiddish. So yeah, the idea was to create like all this cultural Yiddish space so that people can be more involved with Yiddish activities.
Anything you want to tell me about the space or how you organized these things?
Well, I decided to make it, it was like a little bit hard to decide how to make it like more like virtual. So the idea was just like to divide it into the year of when it was created. So, and of the topics that is like actual like talking about. So it was like before Holocaust, during Holocaust, and after Holocaust. Most of it after the Holocaust, it's like the Mexican creation that it was like at that time, the age of more cultural creation of the Mexican Jews. But also, of course, there was even creation before, the Holocaust. So, I mean, it's most of it separated also into authors at that time that were like used to live in that time. So before the Holocaust, it's like Leibush Peretz, and during the Holocaust, it's like Bashevi Singer, and after the Holocaust, it's like Meir Corona, and also has like these cultural and historic books that the idea is to be, that most of them are like in English or in Spanish, that they speak about like the Yiddish language or the Yiddish culture like around the world. Even, I don't know, for example, there are memoirs, some memoirs have talking about history, well, like Jerusalem Funlite, but in English, so you can be like, understand more like the history of how was like the Jerusalem Funlite, how was like the historic perspective of Yiddish into different backgrounds or into different places. Also, of course, like encyclopedic like books that they like explain pretty good, like even like Yiddish literature or Yiddish history or just Jewish history. Also like religious books, but in Yiddish. So yeah, the idea is to make like an online catalog with all these books, like explaining a little bit how are they like divided, and also to make like more information, like resumes of like or analysis of the information, to make it more like accessible to all kinds of people. So translations of some texts. Also, we are starting to scanning the books. There's one girl that is making like research of Yiddish, like into Yiddish and Spanish, and in like Yiddish, how is Yiddish related with Mexico, or how is Yiddish, like living in Mexico. She's from the Colegio de Mexico. and she's making like quite an interesting investigation. So she's helping me to scan like, you know, important books or all kinds of books that we could have. At least the more we can, well, the more we have, the more we could do it. And I'm starting to make like a small library just for me, you know, just to start like, or to keep following like the education, the Yiddish education in Mexico. There are like so many educational books that, you know, went out from the Yiddish and from the Naye and from the Yafne. And I think they are like so, they are also good treasures. So the idea is to save them and to scan them and to see, you know, how we can use them